Welcome to the stream. There should not be any trouble. Everything looks good. Stream is strong, healthy. Got chat tool working properly. I've announced it on Discord instead of forgetting to finally hit enter. Apparently I cannot be bothered to hit enter after I paste the links in for some reason. All right. Okay, we're going to start immediately. It's not like anybody's really probably going to miss much because I have to wander around and find stuff. It kind of bugs me that I don't know some of these things. The combinations for like the shed out back behind the mansion. We don't know where certain keys are for certain locks. But again, in that shed are at least a couple of keys. Like you can see through the window. So that's a big thing. So I think I just gotta piece together information. Yeah, see this chat, I don't know what happened, but at some point my chat window stopped being opaque. And so it okay, so this needs a filter. Is this okay? And it needs to be okay. And then it doesn't need to be any stronger or anything than it is. I think just like it is fine. It's kind of, although I do have this here too. How much does that affect things? Yeah. Okay, so I think that's what's going on there. This. But it's supposed to fade, I thought. It doesn't matter. It's not out of control. It's fine. Not the... Let's see. Is there a filter where I can just make it a little more opaque, maybe? Oh, chroma key, really. Image mask blend. Opacity. Change this. I don't even know. It doesn't seem like it's affecting it, does it? It really seemed like it did anything. Interesting. I wonder how that works. Blend. Multiply. Subtraction. Alpha mask. Alpha channel. I don't know. I'm not gonna spend any more time on it. I'll figure it out another time after this break or something. It'll be a little bit darker than it should be probably for now. And then we'll just whatever. It is what it is. It's fine. Okay, so let's see what I can figure out. We already tried certain houses like Dorothy's and could not get in. So What do I still know? There are some codes that I don't at least yet know. I mean, I might have the information for them and just not have accessed them properly. There are some codes, though, for example, for Scott's room upstairs, that I just need to... Scott, let's see. 1985 probably didn't have that safe in his room, but it's possible something he in his combination refers to something from when he was 5, or what, not 5, when he was young, like 1985. But he made me a secret space for me in my room so I can put special treasures in there inside. So he did get that. So Father Matthew might have the code instead of Scott because he made the space for him. He's finding out about Sophia, finds out what actually happened. Dorothy was clearly not in the loop on what happened, or else she lied, whichever. She doesn't strike me as the kind of person to lie, but she also doesn't strike me as the kind of person to betray Vivian. So, I don't know. Vivian or Charles, for that matter. June 26th, 1975, 1972. Doubt any of those are, but we could try them. 72, 75, and June 25th, I think it was. Anyway, we'll look it up again here. Get back up to the room. I'm pretty sure I've already tried at least one of those, but it might not be one of those dates. It might have been a different date, right? Like, for example, I might have been. Oh, this is the wrong side of it. That's fine. It might have been a date, like the journal date of 1985 or something. What was this that I took down, by the way? I don't remember. Let me look that up really fast. I don't want anything that's going to give spoilers. I just want to see if I can find an image of before you take the poster off the wall. Can I get that, or is that not a thing? Doesn't look like Google Images is gonna give me anything on that. Maybe if I click in. Things from a walkthrough. Again, I don't want to refer to these. I don't want. You see things from the hunting cabin. It's not what I want. If I do this. But that kind of is not the same anyway. That's still potentially. Yeah, see, it looks like it's still the hunting cabin. Okay, hang on. Let me do. I'll say the church. And let's. I was just gonna see if there was maybe some clue on that poster that I missed. Or maybe there's like a number on the poster or something. That'd be 2 on the face though, probably, wouldn't it? That's probably 2 on the face now that I think about it. Okay, I'll stop looking. I don't think that's gonna be okay. So we said, I doubt it could be any of these, but 1975 was the year, right? Okay, then I want June 26th and 72. June 26th. Also probably not. In 1972. So none of those. Let's see. Have no notes or anything underneath that. Start with that one. Yeah, you can't go lower. The 1, 2 up from the bottom even. And it is still possible also that there's something in his chest that might be meaningful. I don't know. No, he's not gonna have this stuff probably, unless he changed the combo like right before he left, right? Otherwise, he probably wouldn't change the combo. Oh, here we go. May 3rd, 1985. Maybe it's May 3rd. 0503? 0503. No. In 1985. No. Okay. May 3rd, 1985. That's got to be significant for something. We already got in the desk drawer. Are there other locks in here or anything that might be important? Nothing back here, right? Yeah. Let's see. I've already looked on this, I believe, right on the back and stuff. Can't pick up any of these books. Alright. May 3rd, 1985. That's got to be significant somewhere, though, right? What is it on the journal? 1985. Yeah, May 3rd, right here. And a secret space. Brought me to the attic, though. There's an attic. Is that what? Maybe there's that thing to the attic? May 3rd, 1985. I don't remember really an entrance to an attic, though. But maybe I didn't see it before. Oh, wait. I thought I unlocked this, though. Did I not? Because I... May 3rd. 1985. I thought we already did this with, it was, Calvert's. The death of Calvert, right? The death date of Calvert? Wasn't that it? I could have sworn we already unlocked this. And I'm positive that's what it was. Let me go look out in the cemetery again really fast. Grab it and open it again. I'm surprised, though. It might be that it locked like it automatically locks when you close it. And since a lot of these kind of, well, I don't know about a lot of these. Some of these, I think, automatically close for some reason when you leave the area, which is, you know, not creepy at all. Goes to the whole supernatural ghost vibe and stuff, I guess, right? But here is December 7th, 1984. Or, I don't know which one it is. I don't remember now. But I'm positive we've had this before. Hang on. Okay. Pull up. Okay. So we're looking at October 24th, 1902, December. Right. Now, okay, let's see. Any of that makes any sense. Move this over so I can see with chat. That's just not in the way. Anyway. Yeah, I swear, 1984 or December 7th, I think is the one. 1207. Anyway, I think I'm positive we've already gotten the safe, or not the safe, but the upper drawer. I don't know. Oh no! You know what? No, that is the. No, we had a normal key. I was gonna say for the confessional cubicle thing, but we already have a key. So that's not. We used a key to open these, I think, right? No, maybe not. Oh no, nope, those were combinations, yeah. So not those. So now I'm second guessing if we actually know this. Maybe that's why it's not open. 1902. October 24th. So 10. 4. December 7th. 12. And 1984. Which I think is what we used on the cubicle, actually. It's none of these, yeah. Okay, that would be why, because we don't, it's not those. But May 3rd, I tried May 3rd, right? That's what I tried when I was here before, right? 1984. Yeah, it's none of those. So it's not there. It could be the date of the disappearance, maybe, or something, or where he gets in trouble. I mean, what date was that? I mean, I see where he paid the lawyer fee. I don't actually know when he was arrested, but. So. First payment to the lawyers could be $825.95. Maybe. Oh, whoops. That $825. $1995. Yeah, none of those. Okay. So it really isn't. cafe. Yeah, there's something with the Moon Cafe, but we can't really get into it. Not that I've seen, at least. Yeah, so there's the safe in Scott's room, and then there's the safe, or not the safe, the drawer in his study or library or whatever right here. I don't know either of those. Dates again, but those didn't work. Now this is September 28th, 1994. September 28th. I didn't think so, but, you know, since I'm here. So what could be significance about the significance of this date? I mean, obviously he has, that's when he gets shown the, yeah, the attic. Well, is there any way to get up to an attic? I don't even see an attic anywhere here. Unless maybe it's out. Is it out here? Somewhere? Yeah, see, there's an attic there. You could see there's like an open space. How would you get there? See, I feel like that might be that side room that we can't, or that side building we can't access. We can't open that. Let's see. Well, maybe not. Could be. Like if there were stairs or something going up from here. Going up past the floor. $1975. I've already tried that date, I'm pretty sure. Stars Cafe. It's the same. Okay, so it's not the toy. Read that diary entry. What does this say? Scott's things, I see. See anything back there? Where would I find? To the attic, you'd think would have to be, the entrance would have to be upstairs, right? Because otherwise you'd have to have a whole flight of stairs going an extra level just to get up there. There's also the basement we can't get into, so that's another issue. Yeah, I see no way. Unless there's something here Similar to like the Studying the Manor, where you could open a secret passage or something. Maybe there's like another room beyond that will give us access. Let's see, how far over does this go? This only goes to about, no, I think it's about right. This full room, I think that's right. I don't think it stops earlier or anything. If it does, it's a super narrow, maybe a body width or something at most. If it is even. Well, I don't know. From here, yeah. We had, from last time, we had a couple dates there as well. August 27th, 1975, and June 26th, 1975. But I don't think that's going to give us anything more than we already have, so I really don't think that's going to be helpful. You know, it could, though. It could be. I do have this note from last week that might somewhere come into play. How the wind. That's locked. I don't see any kind of, unlike the steps going up to the Roberts Manor, I don't see any kind of secret passageway or anything to go on here. We've already tried this. Cannot get in there, and all these. Meet me by the well. Yeah, I don't know. You know which one to the PI, but I don't think I know. Spirit lies with her. It's interesting that he, see this, fingerprints, bloody fingerprints, really. Oh yeah, that's why I was on the track for the number of darts, right? It was the, shoot, what was it? It was was the red minus yellow? Yeah. Bernard was up here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, it's P's back in. Is it here? No, that doesn't go through. He's back here somewhere. This dead ends. Can I go through over here? Ah, here we go. I was trying to remember where the opening was. I remember there was an opening, just couldn't remember where it was. Yeah, he said it's like red minus yellow darts. Something like that. Let's see, where does he say it? He says... We don't look at that. What is it? Here. Subtract. Cecilia's apartment code? I wonder if this is significant somewhere. 6 digits. Should write that down too. 447206. Okay, so we have a 447206. Cecilia's apartment. But then we have said yellow darts points from the red darts total. Yellow darts points from red darts total. It also might not be the number of darts, right? You know, if there are any thrown at a dartboard, there'd obviously be points that way. In which case, then I would need to. I don't remember if there's even somewhere I've seen a dartboard. There could be. What about... That's locked, right? Yeah. Okay. There's just one red dart and one yellow dart in here that I saw last time. One red in total and one yellow in total. So if it's total darts altogether, then maybe work those in. But otherwise, there's a dartboard. See, there's the bar manor. Could also be, what else? If I can enter somewhere that has a dartboard, but I don't remember there being a bar. There's the inn. I suppose that might have a dartboard. Maybe. We'll see. But I don't remember there being a dartboard at Burden's place. Maybe I'm completely wrong with also. Let's see. Here we go. Dartboard. Subtract yellow darts points from the red darts total. So 15 and green's double? Is green? Double ring. Yeah. So 30. Then 18 and 8 is 26. 18 and 8 is 26. Huh? 30. You're subtracting that from 26. That's -4. Huh? Because both of these, inner circle, right? Inner bullseye gives you 50 points. And the outer bullseye, but single scores are both, yeah. So, this would be 18 and 8's 26. I guess I can note this down so far. So, whoops. So with the in, yellow, red. So 26 for red. Yellow is 30 because it's double 15. Okay. Yeah, see, the double is the outer. Get the inner is triple. Yeah, so that's right for there. Okay, so there is a dartboard there, and that's what that one shows. Just make sure there are no other dartboards. In the same building, I would expect no, but. Ow. Dartboards here. Bathrooms will probably know, right? I don't think there's going to be any in the rest of these rooms, even. The one in the inn. Now, like I said, the other place we can go is a mansion. It's technically possible there's one in the hospital. I don't remember seeing one ever at the hospital, though. Second guessing myself that maybe Bernard did in fact have more dartboard in his place or something somehow. I'm positive he did not, but at the same time, since he's right here, he just look, and we're almost to the mansion anyway, so it's on the way of where I was going to end up heading. Dartboard. No dartboard. No dartboard. Just back outside. Get in there. And there is. Yeah, none in here. That's what I thought. Okay. We'll head over to the mansion, if there are any there. Yeah, I mean, the hospital technically could have some also. It's always possible. If there's anything here. Like like I said, I would expect it to maybe be by the bar. Could always look out at the shed in the back again just to see. Let me not make assumptions. Let me make sure that I've gone through, whoops, different areas, different rooms here. No. Okay, nothing in this main room here. Laundry room, no, I assume. Yeah, no. It's outside. Down here. Not here at all. Galleries, this won't have any. Got a safe, like I obviously we've known for a while now, but not a dartboard. This goes up to the gym. Or why not? Gym. It's nothing. Nothing in the hall. Can't get in there currently. Okay. So far, I'm not finding anything here. Again, not that I necessarily expect to. Yeah, see, there's the billiards table or whatever. Snooker table, whatever it actually is. But I don't see any kind of darts here. What else? There. Okay. Yeah. As expected, nothing really up here. That goes back down to the gym, or back over to the gym. It's the tea room where the clock was. We've already been in there. Doubt it's in the wine room. We'll like look through the windows. Let's see. There's nothing upstairs. Nothing in the study here, or mini library, or whatever it actually is. I don't remember. You can look at the map, but I don't care. That room, whatever it is, does not have it. Is the point, right? Yeah. I think the answer is that we do not have any dartboard here. Let me just leave. Garage, we can't enter. Oh, not totally leave it, actually. Go to the shed in the back and look through the windows. I doubt there's anything there, but let's check just so that we can say we've checked. Because that will determine if we get a proper total or not, if we have that as well. And nope. How many is this? 4. Where's the 6-digit lock? Because that might be Aunt Cecilia's apartment code, too. I don't remember where we got one that's 6. I don't remember which ones there. I remember there were a couple that had 1, maybe 2, but I think at least one that had 5 digits, and most of the others have 4. I I remember one with 6 digits, but again, I just might be forgetting or something. Oh yeah, I was gonna look in the here, but again, I don't think the wine. Yeah, I don't know if it has anything now. Okay, so nothing there, nothing at the manor that I can see. Don't think there's gonna be anything at the hospital. Sharp objects probably not really rare at the hospital. Hunting lodge, possibly. Nah, I don't remember anything in the hunting lodge. So I'm sure that is just it right there. It's the 30 subtract yellow from red. Maybe it just means that's just a way, like a mathematical way of saying that you put the red numbers in first and then the yellow. So it might be 2630. Let's see. Let's see if that's it. I don't know. Because if you're going to subtract something, you put the number. I don't remember what you call which thing. The subtractand. No, it's addend. I don't remember what the subtract one is. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like you put the number you're going to subtract from first, then you put the subtraction sign, then you put the number you're actually subtracting. So, 2. This is 26 is what this is. 2630. Did I get that backwards maybe? No, it's not that either. Okay. Could be the total number of darts, but that gets more dicey because then you have 2 red darts and 1 over there and 1 here. That's 3. And you have 2 yellow darts, 1 here and 1 over there. Maybe that's not referring to the one here, though, right? Study. Oh, that's a study room, locked desk. Yellow darts points from the red darts total. It's not here. Yellow darts points from the red darts total, yeah. Study room. I mean, we do have the study at the mansion. I guess I could try it on the desk there, but then you have the little chess pieces for a combination. Or are those backwards and like the chess pieces are for Burnham's desk or something? No. It's right here. Try it. Try it again. Yellow darts points from the red darts total. Yellow dart at a single throw, 30 points. Red dart total was 8 and 18, so 26. You know, we could also try. You could also try the shed. So again, if it's subtract yellow darts total, yellow darts points, so that would be 26 and then 30, if that's the correct reference. 30, 26. No. So not there. See, I could have sworn that all the chess pieces were supposed to be for the study. So we found the piece or a couple pieces in the bottom drawer, but maybe they're not. Maybe they go for something else. Study something over here. Okay, so. Neither of those. Okay. So it's neither of those two. What other studies? I mean, on the map, it should be. This is the study room. Darts points. I'm a little stumped on that. So the other possibility, like I was saying, we're looking at total number of darts. We could say we have one yellow on the floor at Bernard's and one in the dartboard at the inn. So that'd be 2 for yellow. We have 2 in the dartboard at the inn and 1 at Bernard's. So that's 3 for red. I don't think either of those is going to be helpful. Either the 2 or the 3, but just taking notes right now, trying to figure out what's going to work. Also not totally sure which study. Bernard has basically his own private study at his place with a 4 combination lock. And then of course the manor has its study with a 4 combination lock. So you've got a couple of those, not competing is not the right word, but a couple of those as possibilities. I'm just trying to think. I go through in my head. I don't believe I ever saw any dartboard. The only big rooms we saw were like the kitchen and the cafeteria, which you're not going to give us. You're not going to have a dartboard there. There was like the ER or maybe it's like an ICU or something, and that didn't have one. There was nothing in the records room or the nurse's station or up on the roof. I don't think there's anything at the hospital. What about the hunting lodge? Maybe. Not that one. It's the next one goes through, right? Yeah. I don't know. If somebody is watching and you remember seeing a dartboard at the hospital, let me know. I'll go there and look. But I don't remember there being a dartboard there. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm just not going to a I'm searching some of these other places. They're smaller. Bernard's Place, this hunting lodge. I searched the mansion because I thought if anywhere besides the inn would have a dartboard, it'd be there. But the only thing really I had confidence in as a possibility, or not confidence, but like I thought would be a decent possibility would be over by the bar, but there's nothing there. Yeah, see, there's no dartboard here. There's nothing down below. There's not going to be any dartboard over here. It's like storage. So, yep. So, whoops. So not here. I didn't think so, but it's small. We just finished searching it already. Well, cannot even get into the post office. I'm positive there's nothing at the sheriff's outpost, but since I'm almost there, I'll look. Nothing at the church. Photography's closed. Nothing at the mansion. Nothing at Bernard's place. We've been at the inn and seen it there. I don't think there's anything at the hospital. I think we only have the one spot with a dartboard, to be honest. It's obviously not going to be anything on the cells. Yeah, there's no dartboard here. Okay. Please, one more time. Maybe I misread the dartboard somehow. Now it says yellow darts points from the red darts total. Maybe it's not total points? Anyway, but if we get, so that's on an 8, that's on an 18, that's 26. This is obviously on the green and 15, that's 30. Yeah, double ring, double the normal score. So 15 is the spot, and then you got double. They got double whoever it was, so it's 30. And then the outer bullseye, the inner bullseye, the triple ring, which is not where any of the darts have landed, and then single score. So we're looking at single scores for the yellow. Yeah, I don't see any other way of interpreting it except for that. 26 and 30. And it's supposed to be for the study lock. I can think of only 2 studies. Is there a study at Wanda's old place, maybe? What was that 40 on Silver Lane or Silver Lake or something? Black Pine. I don't think it was on Black Pine. Town Center. Going off of visual memory more than should be. Should be. Mansion's worker list. Here we go. 43 Silver Lake. Here over by the church. It's not like that. It's like kind of like at Bernard's where it's like that little. It's not. Maybe it is. I don't think it's up by Bernard's. Well, actually, it's definitely not by Bernard's because he's on Maple. Yeah, just the one that goes in there. Could be. On the wrong side split, the road splits. It's still the same road, though. I don't think there's a dartboard here. There might be a study desk that I'm not remembering. Looking like it down here, though, for sure. Yeah, no, there's no kind of study here at all. Oops, hang on. Hang on. So I've already looked at all this stuff anyway. Yep, so nothing here. I think we just don't have all the darts. It's got to be what it is, right? At this point, if I can't find a study that those unlock, it could be over here. 26, 30, 30, 26. I guess inside the church. So you got to study, I suppose. So though, we can try it. 30, 26. Nope, it's neither of those either. Okay. Yeah, there has to be darts somewhere that I don't know about, because it doesn't make any sense otherwise. I've tried every study that I can think of that has a desk with a combination. And those obviously don't. See any dart boards here? Or darts, just darts lying around even, but I think it's got to be dart boards they're referring to. Pretty sure. Dartboard here. And dartboard here. Yeah, I don't know. There are some other places around town. That would be more helpful if we could get into them. I just don't know how we get into them. We don't have, for example, keys to the Moon and Stars Cafe or whatever it's called, or to the photography, or to the post office. We don't have any of those keys. See what other places this says that are around town. I don't think there's anything that's at the church that's not here as well, and this should have more because it's a more central location, so probably it would have more advertising that can be done, right? Barbershop. Yeah, I don't know the barbershop, for example, either. Silver Lake. Did the church twice. Yeah, there's got to be a dartboard somewhere else that I'm not finding. You think there's just the one here, right? Because they play again, they just reset and then play again. So, not really a very good reason to keep more than one dartboard around. Unless one's on its last legs, like basically finish it off. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know whether this is going to help us right now. I think we need more before we can do that. Maybe there's another dartboard somewhere, or there's I don't know, a photograph of a dart board from a previous game or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of dates or something. Magdalene, who died, did she have... Maybe there's something with her date on like the shed in the manor or something? It seems like that's a stretch. Like not a stretch is the wrong word to use, but like, it seems like that's an unlikely clue, but it might be. 1975. Thought we had the journals, though, a more exact date or something. Who had the details on that? It might have been... I think it's Wanda. She didn't really note that stuff down. It's Dorothy, but I don't think Dorothy said when Magdalene died was Madeline's assistant. That came with her, right? It's not a diary, I guess. It's a letter document, maybe. Let's see. still all welcome. Confession. Celia's confession. I don't see a date on this, though. Let me see if I'm missing it. I don't see an exact date of her death here. This is where she visits Charles, but maybe it's in like Vivian's journal or something. That'd be 75, right? So I want somebody to cover 75. So the journal does not have anything from 1975, then that's not going to be helpful for me. 74. 75, Matthew. I think it was back. Would have been back like June or July or something there that she was killed, I think. I think 1975. And now... security room where we got. Study room code we got. Five, nothing here. 93. So on the darts that I was looking at last week, I think I don't have enough. I've tried the code. So basically, I found a dartboard in the inn, center of town. The yellow darts, total points that they land on is 30. And the red total, so the yellow is basically, it lands on a 15, but it's on a double space. Thin little double space, so it's 30. Red is 26, an 8 and an 18. So... I don't think I have enough information to solve that. Really wrong, but I think I need to find another dartboard or more darts, or I said a little bit ago, like maybe there's a picture of a previous dart game or something. I might be over a couple of different games. the clue on the dark said it was like the clue for the study lock. And so I tried the one in Bernard's place, I tried the one at the church, I tried the one at the mansion. None of those open with what I've got so far, which is again 30, 26. It says subtract the yellow points from the red total. So the red total currently is 26, an 8 and an 18. And the yellow, because it landed on the double on that 15 space, is 30. So you need 26 minus 30. So I tried 4 combination locks. I tried 26, 30. I tried 30, 26. None of those worked. Oh, it wasn't a study room thing. But I also went over to the shed behind the back of the mansion, looked through the windows. I did not see another dartboard there either. I looked at a few places. I looked at, I think, every room in the mansion. We found the one at the inn, like I said. I looked at the different rooms at the church. Didn't expect to find anything at the church. Who expects to see a dartboard at a church? It's weird, right? But I even looked, like, in case there was maybe one in boxes or something. Like, maybe we can't get in there right now, if ever, but the door to the basement's locked. Maybe there's a dartboard, like, down in the basement there. Anyway, so I looked for other dartboards, didn't find any. I tried the combination of what I had, different studies, nothing opened. So I'm not sure. 1975. Anyway, so what I need is pretty much, well, I need a couple of things. I need something, either another dartboard or, like I said, the other possibility I can think in my head is maybe a pic, because we have a lot of pictures floating around town of different things, right? So maybe there's a picture of a dartboard or something. So that's either another dartboard or a picture of a dartboard, probably might work. And then that would be for the lock of the study. I have no idea what's in the drawer, of course, because it's locked, so that may or may not be much to progress. It'll probably be a little bit, but I don't know if it'll be much. And then the other thing I need is the combination for getting the shed behind the mansion. That's going to be saying a gold mine is a bit much, but that's going to be very useful. That's got a couple of keys, another diary entry. There was something else in there too, or not another diary entry, but like another journal or diary book. And there was something else in there too, I think. Anyway, it's at least those 3 things though. 2 different keys plus a diary. This is Dorothy's. We cannot get in currently. There or by going around the side. None of those are open. So we can't do anything with her place. I also tried a few different dates on both the drawer lock in the study of the church and also on the safe on Scott's old wall. I didn't get anything there. You know, give me a second here. I'm going to fish out from the past. And I open a couple of windows to don't know where exactly it is. See if I can fish out from an earlier stream. Because I was trying to look online to see, and I didn't see anything. It might be faster looking online though, because I'm going through a lot of footage. But I was thinking maybe we look through footage and find what Scott's room at the church looked like before we moved the poster. Because maybe, I'm not holding my breath on this, but maybe there's a key on the poster before you move it that gives you an idea about the lock. That seems a bit on the nose. Like, you wouldn't do that normally, probably, if you were trying to keep you know, you're safe, secured, but okay, so this is the church. Let's see if I've already torn off the poster at this point. Made the lock, but we could not get into it at the time, into the chest. Okay, let's see. We did get a date on the plane at the church, May 3rd, 1985, which shows up, I believe, yeah, as one of the journal entries in Scott's, like, young Scott's diary. But it doesn't... He said something about the attic too, but I don't see any evidence that there is an attic. So I'm not sure. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying I don't see where that would be. So I'm not sure what we would do with that. Yeah, okay. So that's there. The poster, or whatever you want to call it, it's on the wall before you open it, is planes. May 3rd, 1985. I already tried that on the lock there, though. Hang on. Go back to the church again. Try it again, but I already tried. May 3rd, 1985. But the poster has planes on it, making me think that that's kind of the tie-in, right? Is, okay, it has to do with planes. I've got this plane. So this is the date that's on this plane. Should be the date to get in there. Of course, I don't know what all combinations I've tried. I tried 0503 and I tried 1985. I wonder if it's 5385, maybe. Or 3585. This is in America, so I assume the date ordering will be month, day, year, like most people in America do it, unlike in Europe or elsewhere, where it tends to be day, month, year. I think here, it makes more sense to be month, day, year, just because of where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the United States. So May 3rd, 85. Ah, I did it wrong. I was in 0503. There we go. All right. I mean, out of this may not give us a ton of stuff. It all depends, but so that gives us a little bit. A baseball. Oh, what does this say? Hang on. Some writing. Kevin Harlan. Oh, yeah. Kevin Holland. He's got the other poster with that player. Okay, I don't see anything else on here, just the name. So probably not helpful in that way. Here's another journal. Okay. 1990. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson. The population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreek till I'm old? And will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Tuesday, April 22nd, 1990. Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Monday, May 14th, 1990. Father Matthew tells me that it's important. I have goals in life. I wonder what life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. Saturday, May 18th, 1990. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He has to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too, so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. Monday, May 20th, 1990. There's a secret room in the mansion? I can't believe it. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. I'm guessing that's the one we found, the wall of the mansion you go behind, right? And you get additional clippings and stuff. So we got those now added as content. Let's meet at our secret hideout at 5 p.m. Code changed to 8831. I wonder if that's the shed. 8831, huh? let me put that down over here. 8831. So 8831. Let's try that. Over at the shed of the mansion. We shall see. Still don't have enough for the whole dart thing, but that's fine. We can come back to that later when we get more information elsewhere. Yeah, I was thinking a little bit not too hard, I guess, but I was thinking a little bit off on how you actually need to enter the code. That's okay, that happens sometimes, right? You don't know if they want 05 or just 5 for one of the digits. 8831 might be the one we want, though, for that. Probably faster doing this than going around. I don't know for sure, though, but we'll just go like this. It's fine. It's probably 6. This is probably the same time to get here. Okay, is this one? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm making some real progress now. Well, a little bit. Oh yeah, that was the other thing, where these chess pieces, we found those as well. Yeah, I don't see any other dartboard. What does this say? Oliver from the photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench. Andrew. P.S. We have extras, so I told him we could keep the tools till he's done with them. Okay, I'm not sure. We can't access the photo lab currently, so that's not helpful, but we might get something. Let's see. Okay, so that's Trisha. Something with Trisha. That might be her, she had like a music box. I don't know if that'd take that key, but there might have been something else in her room. I don't remember now. And this is a mansion room key. Okay. Let's read this and then we'll write down those numbers. This is also Trisha, I assume? Yeah. So this is a thick one, although there might not be that many entries to represent it. Anyway. Alright. March 26, 1993. I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. He makes me happy. April 1st, 1993. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know that we are secretly meeting. September 3rd, 1993. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. September 16th, 1993. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. October 1st. I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. First, I thought he'd be too old to teach. Plus, his techniques are probably too ancient. When he came, I was surprised that he's a very humble person. Despite our age differences, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor. that I shouldn't have been so quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. October 5th. Scott has finally finished moving all his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott. I think I'll visit him someday. Okay. Did you just hear that? I just heard whispers. What the hell? Over here that gets haunted too? Damn. Okay, bro. Well, that's not great. Let's see. There's a 1 on a... looks like a queen. So, let me... on this. Note down. This is like my thing of notes for this. I don't need the code anymore. The code of 8831. Okay, so... Yep. Okay. So, queen is a 1. I'll put chess pieces. Okay, the queen has a 1. The rook has a 7, looks like. Rook or a castle, however you refer to it, wherever you know, whatever country or whatever you are. A rook's a kind of a bird, but a rook is also old, like fortress, like a tower to look out over, like, you know, kind of like a watchtower. So that's where some of that comes from. Whoops, I want the study. That is this other side. Knight is a 5. And finally, oops, wrong one, pawn. Turnip first is a 2. Pawn is a 2. Okay. Now I don't remember if I have something giving the specific order, like details about the order. Let me see if. See them. Not the drawers. There might be. Maybe a note. I don't remember. I don't think there's anything on the desk there. This letter from Dorothy, Sophia again, and the PI's photo in his car of Sophia says that, like, she's the key or whatever, or she's the, like, it's like all about her or something along those lines. Oh, this does not have the date. We know it's 1975. We don't know a day and month. Oh no, here we go. 8/27. Last night, and this is on 8/27. So this would be 8/26, I guess. I don't know if that's going to be significant later. Let me. (8/26/1975). Okay. In case that's important later. Yeah, we don't have anything mentioning like what order for these. I don't remember seeing something. I'll just try the different combinations we can, I guess. Queen, rook, knight, pawn, right? 1752. Okay. 1725. Okay. Oops. Okay, back to this. We do 7-1. Okay. Now to kind of break things down, so we have one. We did 5 2 and 2 5. So now if we swap the 7 in places, so we do 1 5 7 2, 1 5 2 7. Okay. Do 1 2 7 5. 1 2 5 7. Nope. This is a lot of combinations. There's gotta be. I must have something in the journal that I'm not remembering. Let me look. Hang on. Charles. Let me see. Confession, appreciation, Henry's advice, Dorothy leaving. No? Let's see, what's under other? Mansion security logbook, innkeeper's logbook, nurse logbook. Yeah. Those aren't going to help. Okay, so 74, that's one. Okay. There has to be something more that tells me. Queen, rook, knight, pawn. So just this. Okay. Is that 15? 751. To me, I swear there was a clue for this somewhere, was there not? I don't know what my clues are for that. Alright, let me just do this. Two, one, two, 7, 5. Okay. So you do 1, 2, 5, 7. You do 2, 1, 7, 5, or 2, 1, 5, 7. And move them over 1, so we can go 1, 7, 2, 5, 1, 7, 5, 2. 1, 5, 7, 2, and 1, 5, 2, 7. That's really what I should be doing, is doing it that way. 1 is always in front. And then we go 2, it could be 75, or it could be 1257. If it's that way, it's fine. Okay. If I do keep 1 at the front and I move, it could be so moving 2 now. So 1, 5, 2, 7, 1, 5, 7, 2, 1, 7, 2, 5, 1, 7, 5, 2. I believe those are all of the possibilities if 1 stays in the front. If we instead have 2 in the front each time, we're going to end up with 1, 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 1, 7, 5, 7, 1, 7, 1, 5, and 7, 5, 1. We instead have the 5 in front. We 5, 1, 2, 7. We 5, 1, 7, 2. We 5, 7, 2, 1. 5, 7, 1, 2. Be 5, 2, 7, 1, or 5, 2, 1, 7. Those are all the possible combinations that way. Okay, and the last one is if the 7 is in the front, be 1, 5, 1, 5, 2. 7, 1, 2, 5, 7, 2, 5, 1, 7, 2, 5, and finally 7, 5, 1, 2, or 7, 5, 2, 1. I think those are all the possible combinations. We've got all 4 numbers have a turn first with all the other numbers afterward switching up. For each second pair of grouping, we have 2 places, like we have the same number twice, so 2 is twice, 5 is twice, 7 is twice, which makes sense because with 2, with 1 always in the first place, 2 is in second place, there are only 2 numbers left, be 5, 7, or 7, 5. Has to switch, right? So 2 for each number, 2, like one number could be twice in the second spot. And then the third one is just switching whatever 2 numbers are left. You have them one way and then the other way. Yeah, so that's, I believe that should be every single combination. I don't think I've made an error. Alright, so we'll start all over with the combinations. Just, I think I'm going to have to brute force this. I don't remember seeing... Was there a clue on that I'm not remembering? I'm trying to remember around the manor where... I don't think there were any. I don't think there were any clues in here. Pretty sure there's nothing up at security. Not that there couldn't be, but I don't remember seeing anything there. There's security has like addresses of where people work and stuff, but those are Henry Johnson's numbers or note or letters undermining Charles, basically saying, "Hey, you know what?" Not undermining him exactly, but basically saying, Sophia's Sophia and her kid are bad news. So I can try to look for news right now. That's the embezzlement, right? Yeah. Yes, this is the thing. Henry is trying to give Vivian advice on what she should do and stuff, but the bro was embezzling. So, I mean, this is years later, I guess, right? But still, kind of backstabber. Okay. These are the addresses of people. See, this is the security logbook. This just says like what they saw on the cameras. It's not going to give a clue about combination on that. There's nothing over here to look at. If there's anything here that's helpful, maybe. This is Dorothy's retirement letter. Diary and a photograph. Another diary. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The only thing I can think is maybe, is it not this balcony? It's another one. Anyway, where there are a couple of sheets outside on the ground. Kind of half tucked under a chair and stuff. That's the only... Why would you have it there? It doesn't make sense, right? It's talking about positive impact that Vivian had on the entire community. There's this, which is peeking. Scott was peeking in Mr. and Mrs. Roberts' room. There's the gym here, lockers. I don't think any of these have a note on them. Yeah. I don't know. Really? Do I have to brute force that? It feels off. Something like this, it's like, you know, very much with puzzles and stuff. It feels like you should have something that tells you the answer, even if it's kind of, you know, secret or like, you know, you have to think about it. Oh yeah, that's not brute forcing. That feels wrong. But I don't know. I don't remember seeing anywhere that gives me a specific clue. This is what you want to discover this. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Let's see. Flower pot, that was our clue for where to find the key at the church. I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of doing that, but I do want to get in there, and I don't know if there's another way or not. There should be some notes, you would think, though. I'm just just not remembering where it is. Like, even like a diary entry saying something about when I was playing chess the other day, blah, 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 and that's kind of the ordering or something. But, I don't know. Whoops, you mean to crouch. Let's pause in case we can find a real clue on that. Let's pause on that before we start brute forcing it. Let me see if I go to Trish's room. That's not here. It is. It's not. Is this one? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, let's see what keys. She only has the one thing? No. Her drawer over here. Yeah, this is probably what the key goes to, is this set of drawers. I think the other one's probably like a wind-up key or something similar, I think. Okay, Trisha. Use. Dear Trisha, you can always stay at my place when you feel lonely, Dorothy. Ah, so here's the key to Dorothy's house. Very nice. Okay. And then at the bottom. Oh, here we go. This is the thing that goes to downstairs at the hunting lodge. Okay, excellent. Please hold on to this. Someday I will tell you everything, Scott. And another diary entry from Trisha. Or another set of entries. Okay, cool. May 22nd, 1994. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying I should find someone who's of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott's in? Did Mom talk to Father Matthew? Is that why Father Matthew also forbade us from seeing each other? Don't they know we're in love? Last night, Scott and Father Matthew had a big fight. Father Matthew told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. He feels so miserable. October 10th. Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me that it was probably just a rumor, but wanted to be sure about it. Who would spread such a rumor about my family? October 11th. At dinner, I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. She then asked where I got the name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later, I heard her arguing with Dad. October 26th, 1994. How could Mom fire Scott? It's so unreasonable. There's no room at all for firing him. Or no reason at all for firing him. And why can't I see Scott anymore? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him, and I don't even know why. November 22nd. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere, outside it, inside and outside of the cabin. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared as if he'd been in here this whole time. This has happened several times now. I'm wondering if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about. Yeah, the little token you got? Hello. Anyway. Trisha Roberts story. Okay, so we got all of Trisha Roberts' notes, I guess, now. Okay, so that's there. So we have, obviously, Dorothy's house key as well now. And then what is this? Mansion key. Oh, what does this say? View. Attic. There's an attic here? Where? Where would I go to get in the attic? Gonna obviously be probably in the hall, but it's obviously gonna be on the ceiling. There should be some kind of indicator, right? I thought I had noticed something earlier and was like, oh, but I don't have a key or something. But like I'd noticed like a crack or something. Like around where a set of stairs might drop down or something, but maybe not. Oh, no, no, no. No, this is the attic. That's right. It's just the attic is just above the garage. That's right. Ruh-roh. This is kind of spoopy. No lights. Are there lights here? Can I turn them on? Ah, there we go. I don't know if that's better necessarily, but it's a little bit better than being just in the dark. Yet another toolbox we can do nothing with. So that's festive. 2:27.5, 2:28, somewhere in there. On the clock. There's 2:28 on the clock, not tick-tock on the clock. There'll be no Kesha here. I warn you now, no Kesha. Alright. The Benfield. Secret safe instruction. Insert the clock key, set the time, turn the key. Ah, we've already done this. We found this. There's another clue. I don't remember where it is, but we found another clue, and that's what that was. We used tea time. And that's what we turned the clock to. Okay, so I guess that's it in the attic itself. So not really much to hear. There's that clue. But this does get us access to the garagey, which I want. So I've been wanting to get in the garage for a while too. There are probably more cars there. If they're locked, I could jimmy them because I have the jimmy tool. There could be other things here as well. I see no cars here though. Okay. Okay, so that's now open to us. I don't know that I need to open those doors. It's not hard to go on the other side of them, so probably not helpful. None of those open. Ah, these do though. Looks like spilled paint. There's a paint can too, so that makes sense, I suppose. Got nothing we can use in that drawer. Well-cleaned grill fork. Alright. Doesn't really give me much, except that it's clean. So maybe it was cleaning it after they grilled something up. I don't know what that has to do with anything for me. Maybe it's important later, I don't know. I feel like it might not. We don't get a clue on whose journal this is, huh? Maybe it's not a journal. Let's read it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Tuesday, September 21st, 1993. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. Oh yeah, this is Derek, by the way. This is his journal. I can tell by the style and the writing, but also it's in the garage. He was the chauffeur, so you can put two and two together. I see Scott all the time now since he has started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I used to be one to hang out with Trisha. Friday, October 1st. Mom says she feels better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help us out like this. November 8th. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way. I not say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. February 14th, 1994. Today, Scott came and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Derek Tyler's stories, which completed his as well, I guess. Okay. What else? Nothing really there. Or there. all of Andrew's drinking, probably, right? Not necessarily, but since we know he had an alcohol problem. Although he might not consider it a problem, right? But yeah. Okay, I guess that's all that's in here. We got what's in the attic. We can come back, but I guess we're done with that for now. Still don't know that combination in the office, but like I said, we technically can brute force it. I'd just rather avoid doing that. Oh yeah, let me take care of this for now. Hang on. This. Where is that? Here. Here, I think, yeah. Okay. That. This is over here. That. Okay. Starting to take notes on the potential, like the spam messages that I always end up getting, so I can potentially block those that don't come through. But okay, let's go. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's totally possible. There's some note somewhere, queen takes rook, or queen takes pawn, or whatever kind of thing, and it gives me the order. I just don't remember seeing anything like that. Okay, so the hunting cabin, or Dorothy's place is closer, actually. Let's go to Dorothy's, actually. She's closer. She is here, right? I think this is her place. A new home, a new lifestyle in the heart of town. Take pride in helping others realize their dreams. Most people just want to secure their lives as their loved ones having constant worry that something will go wrong. Let's see. Painscreek Retirement Management's personal goal is to be the shoulder to lean on for everyone. Yeah, because Dorothy was thinking about, or Dorothy had finally retired, huh? I don't know. This doesn't really say an address, though, so I'm not sure if that's really going to help us all that much. This is interesting. Is this Trisha as a little girl, so Dorothy has fond memories of taking care of her? Or is this Sophia? Well, Sophia had I think Sophia's child was a boy, right? I don't remember for sure. You know, it was, yeah, because Magdalene was saying, like, or, you know, was like, bro, this is your legacy to Charles, right? So, yeah. Okay. She didn't use the word bro. That's me. That's all me, but I'm just saying. Okay. Don't see anything on the shelves or in the box. Ooh. Bumped me back. That was kind of weird. Scriptures by Reverend Keith. Yeah, she was a churchgoer for sure. her diary as well as other things kind of tell us that. She's very devout. Okay, another journal. This might complete her story, depending. Let's see. February 2nd, 1975. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I would be willing to stay with Sophia, that he'd arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him that I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There's no way of hiding it. He seemed very worried. February 6th. Charles came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said he will be covering all the necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it. As for Sophia's growing belly, when the time comes, I'm to make up something about her running errands outside of Painscreek. Not sure if that'll work. April 6th. Sophia is 8 months into her pregnancy. When was the last? These last ones were February. Only 2 months later, yeah. Okay. She's obviously like the middle of her third trimester. Her belly is big now. I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy and feels hopeful for their future. She said it would be best if the baby is a boy. I can understand why she's thinking that way. But I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications of this be? Nope, that's not the last Dorothy journal. I'm guessing we have one more then in that case. So I think we get a couple at the mansion. That's going back outside, right? Okay. Oh, no. That's going back outside. What is this? Maybe it's going back to like another... Not, because I no longer have the key. Only it was used for the front door, I guess. Okay. Normal bathroom, nothing special, I don't think. Yep. Okay. And stairs. Another locked door. Okay. More keys. Yet more keys we have to find. Fantastic. This is a nice little place. It's small, but it's nice, cozy. It seems to me like she's kind of got a similar feeling toward the end of her time working with the Roberts family as Bernard had. It's like, well, what could my life have been like instead? But instead I've got all this time that I was just a servant at the house. I mean, you know, I don't think anybody should judge anybody for choosing to do something like that, right? I mean, it's obviously you are a big help to people. Even if it was employment, you were still a big help to people. Going through like a long time, long number of years, so I don't know. I could see that though. Kind of second guessing yourself. Did I really make the best decision? I can see that. Everybody, it's what we refer to as a midlife crisis. Surprisingly, I know nobody's ever heard that term before, but yeah, it's where you question your decisions and are unsure about the path you've taken versus potential paths. Okay, so let's insert this now. Am I supposed to turn something? So it inserted. What now? Ah! That's why the light didn't work. I see now. Scott's Secrets achievement. Okay, so we figured that out, I guess. That's probably also why Trisha was like, there must be some hidden room. Because she has that thing, but even inserting it doesn't help, right? Because you have to know to pull the cord on the light. I am glad I had that thought. I was like, well, wait, the light doesn't really work. Nothing there. Other than just being a really old radio, I'm not sure that's really useful. Cool that you can examine it, but it doesn't really give me any. Roberts estate security tapes. Bro. Is the missing one in here? Or in this room at least? Maybe. Glue, nails. He's been doing some kind of work in here. That doesn't open, that doesn't do anything, that is nothing. Ah, that's probably the missing tape is there. Okay, let's finish working around the rest of this first. Another key. Old gate key. Interesting. I wonder if that's the cemetery. Ah. Who killed my mother? Couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. Oh, I see. Scott, at least Scott thinks, and this might be true also, but I think at least Scott thinks that he is Sophia's son. I mean, it pieces together pretty well, right? Sophia had a son. Sophia was killed. And then at some point right around that time, Scott was found as an infant and taken to a church in another town. And then when Father Matthew visited the sister, what's her name? Sister Rachel says that he came to pick it up. So that's interesting. Okay, so couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. Charles is his father. Vivian was Charles' wife. Okay. Bernard was the butler. Father Calvin, he saved me. Couldn't be him. Father Matthew in Indonesia at that time, so couldn't be him. Andrew, managing gardener. Wanda, maidservant. Derek's mom. Derek, he's 6 years old at the time, so it couldn't have been him. Dr. Johnson killed Magdalene. Yeah, Dr. Johnson was scum. He kind of deserved his ending. Well, I don't like. Well, no, yeah. I mean, if he is a killer, anyway. Dorothy, and he is because he like prescribed the poison medication, like told Vivian to do it, right? Anyway, Dorothy, she lived and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. It's not her, and then Trisha. Interesting. And then why was she killed? I don't know, bro. So we have Andrew's house, time capsule. Well, the time capsule's at the cemetery. Birdhouse. There's something over there, though. But yeah, there's time capsule at the cemetery. Okay. Derek and Wanda's house. Yeah, so if we go there, anyway. Bernard's house, old sewer entrance. We found that on our own as we were wandering up the stairs. I saw something that looked a little, mostly covered like with plants and stuff, so you barely see it. But it looked like the sidewalk kind of pulled out a little bit to the side, so I went in there and saw. I didn't know it went to the sewer though. I just saw a door. Dorothy's house. Okay. Understanding psychology, seeing what others don't. Doesn't have any notes on the book. I found out who killed my mother. Wonder if that's why Scott got killed. Scott died. Somebody got rid of him because they didn't like the idea. Store the item inventory. So we got another key. There we go. Huh. Are these like entrances that weren't there before? Or that like weren't obvious that we've now discovered things? I don't know. This probably will overlay our map or something, right? Sewer. Oh, that's the sewers. Oh, I see. Damn. Okay. Another key. Ah, that probably goes to Trish's music box. Here is a pattern on the baby's blanket. Yeah, that's the blanket that or yeah, that's like the little small baby blanket that's over at the chest of Scott's things over at the church. 621.75. Huh. Diary from Scott. Okay. This might complete Scott's story. I don't know. Monday, February 13th, 1995. I realized who I am from at the moment. I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. March 7th. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid my mom's body. But he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. April 3rd. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. April 4th. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. That must be the cross with no headstone. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. So there you go. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. May 3rd. A month's passed. I haven't worked since and have stopped meeting anyone. Tricia knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her, if she's done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Yeah, because she's your half-brother, or half-sister, right? You're her half-brother. Father Matthew visited me today. He said he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one's heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying. The tears just flowed down my cheeks. Down my cheeks? Down my cheeks. I cried and I cried. I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. I told him that I knew that Charles was my father. I confessed that I now knew that Tricia was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do. He listened and didn't speak. Scott Brooks' story. Yep, that finishes out his story too. All right, and this is... Oh, we can't put it in inventory to watch it, though? Guess not. I guess not. Okay. Well, we got quite a few things there. We got several. Whereas when I started today, I was like, I have no keys. Now I have like a bunch of keys. I had 2 that I've used both now, but I've got 3 more now. Old mansion gate key. Mansion gate. I don't know where the mansion that would be. Old gate? Outside? I mean, it's a gate, so it's gotta be outside, right? Found it next to an old sewer map in Scott's cabin, so this must be... It's probably to the sewer, I guess. And this is for the music box. Yeah, Trish's music box, probably. Okay. Well... It's curiouser and curiouser. The webs get more and more intricate, huh? Okay. Nope. I don't think any of them is going to open this. But since we got it, let me see. No, it's a combination, yeah. Okay, so definitely does not unlock that way. Okay. Couldn't remember if it was a key, but I think, an idea of what the keys are used for that I have, and that is not any of those, so... So we'll skip the sewer for now. Let's see, it's up the stairs, right? It's right here. Yeah. We'll skip the sewer for the moment. Let's go do the Trisha's music box first. And we have Old Mansion Gate Key too. So while we're here, I guess I need to look and see if there's a gate somewhere. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, because there was a point where you can go out like into the woods more, I think. Let's do her music box first, because that's for sure not gonna like be something that continues on further. We're gonna get that even if we get something from it. We, you know, it's just the music box in the one room. I don't need to keep going. So dear Trisha, as I've grown to learn about my birth parents, I feel as if a great veil has been lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthew was against us seeing each other. He was right. We shouldn't be together. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I never lied to you, and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully, the truth will come to light someday. There's so much that I want to tell you, but not at this moment. I pray the day when I can express everything to you will come quickly. All I can say now is that I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. Please forgive me. Sincerely, Scott. Yeah, I'm guessing Scott never had the chance. That's my guess. Because Scott does not live a whole lot longer after... I think Vivian dies, and then I think Scott dies like 9 to 12 months later, or something like that. So... I guess that's it. Just... Okay. And that just was added as our notes, right? Yeah, Scott's letter to Trisha. Okay. Now, let's go see about the gate, if we can find one. Well, like I said, I think I know. I think it's either over here or... I think it's over here. Right? This... yeah, this is the gate key. sure. Okay. New area, even. Yeah. Trail closed. Do not enter. Okay. Oh, this is the well. I was seeing the one over at the hunting cabin. This is the actual well, I think, that they were talking about before. And that... Does that just go down into the sewers then? Maybe. Huh. Interesting. Then I should have the one key. This is probably for the sewers. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think so. I don't think going back to the cemetery and looking at Sophia's grave is going to be helpful right now, at least. Okay. Into the darkness. It's making me do this. Something scary is probably going to be happening then, I guess. No. Well, I mean, maybe still, but it doesn't actually connect to the source, is what my note was about. Here she lies. Oh, 0526. Down at the bottom of the well, something is etched at the back. Yeah, 0526. Here she lies? Oh, is that where... The fact that I'm having to go through this tells me something's going to happen with the rope or something, right? Nothing down below. Huh. That was an interesting choice. Nothing actually happened on the way down or on the way back up. A strange choice, I'll be honest. To have that interim, that middle. Huh. Oh, 0526, huh? That is not going to be the desk, the sewer desk or whatever here. 0526. Is there another combo lock in the mansion here? We opened the shed out back. I don't know the order, but we have the numbers, I think, for the desk in the study. What other... Should be something maybe in somebody's room? I don't know. There's Dorothy's old room. So not there. There were no combos in there, combo locks in there, or in the garage. I think in the security room that we've already done. Can't watch the tape apparently that Scott grabbed, but we know that he grabbed the tape. I don't have a key for this, right? I'm pretty sure that, yeah. Because this is going to be sewers. I'm pretty sure this is for the entrance to sewers over that other place. Anyway. Combination locks. Already opened that. Unlock that now. There's nothing there. Yeah. So nothing else in there. Oh, I don't know if this makes sense for that to be for this. There is the gallery safe. I don't think that's gonna be what we use this for, but it's possible. Let's see. The gallery's over here, right? Here. Sorry. Okay, the locket has said 0526. It does not even look like there are other numbers engraved. You look to the right of the 6, even though it gets kind of dirty with oil or whatever is there. It doesn't look like there's any more that's carved. So, no. Oh, this is 6. Oh, hang on. We have, I don't know that it is going to work. We do have a 6-digit code here. Yes. Aunt Cecilia's apartment code. It's possible somehow that, I don't know. I'm not saying, I think this will be, but there it is 6 digits. So let's see. 447206. No, okay. So this is not. That's the only 6-digit thing that I know, and that also means that this will not work with what we have in the back of that locket. So this is not for that. Okay. Anything else in here that's locked? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, it's locked. I don't think we'll ever open it. I don't even think there's a keyhole. So probably never opening that. Unless maybe we find some, we finally get into the toolbox or something, then maybe. There's nothing up in the gym. And that combination, or that set of numbers doesn't have to necessarily directly tie to the Roberts mansion, right? It could be something else in town. Okay, we've got that now. That's cool. And the sewer's the other thing. Not there. We want Scott. 1995. Okay, so for these, we're not taking pictures. I don't even know that I'm supposed to take pictures of everything. It's been unclear to me when I'm supposed to take pictures or not. Like, you would think if you have the evidence, you would automatically take a picture of it. So I don't know if that's actually going to be useful, but I don't know. I'm actually not for sure. Now we're in the sewers, unlike when I was going down the well. Oh, damn. There's really, you're immediately just dropped in it, huh? Okay, sewer map. So we entered here. So the left is not... This doesn't go anywhere, I guess? I suppose I shouldn't run in case there's anything like on the ground or something. There's an item. Where would this be? We come out here, I guess is what this is. That's locked. And I don't know if we ever actually come out anyway. Top has been sealed shut. Yeah, it's the road. Okay, so that's just a dead end to the road, basically. I mean, we'd go up to the road, but for me, it's a dead end. It doesn't actually end up really going anywhere. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to need additional keys for some of this stuff. Because we come back over here. What? How does that work? We entered here, did we not? The stairs on the way to the mayor's mansion. So we entered here. This makes sense. Coming over here, though. Did I miss something to the left, to the side here? Oh, we entered literally right here. Yeah, I still don't understand why this is a T like this. But okay, let's go this way. Locked. Okay. Go this way. Just a feed into the sewer. Trying to remember how long they say it's been that the town's been abandoned. Because if this is a sewer, right, designed to have waste, like human waste down here. So it's not really locked, okay. So you would think at a certain point that rots, but it depends on how long it's been, whether I would expect it to be rotted or not. So the fact that this is all, I mean, maybe it's kind of gross walking on the bottom of your feet, but otherwise it's not really full, is a little bit odd to me. Not that I want it to be, but I'm just saying. There are other games that do this too, where the sewers are like nice and tidy. You're like, okay, it is a sewer, you realize, right? Like sewers normally don't just like drain water or something. They actually, okay, this is probably this spot here now. So all this other stuff we were wandering through, we're actually here. Oh, no. I was going to say, makes me think maybe we were coming to here, but I don't think that's right either. Anyway, we're here now for sure, with the way the angle this comes at and then joins up. So... if this is near the postal service, if we can come over here and come up, we might be able to get inside the post office even though it's locked. Let's try that. That's going to be... right, if we come here, look, we want to the right coming out. So we actually want this way. Right? Because it's going to be, yeah, with a sharper thing here. see anything on the ground. It looks like I would miss something if I went too fast. Probably okay. Do a little jogging. And then, yeah, it's to the left here is where we want to. If we can. Try to go through here. Some rubble. Rubbish. Probably nothing in here, but you never know. But yeah, it doesn't look like it. It just looks like it's literally just junk. Locked. So we're not coming up that way. Okay. Where else? Since we're already over here, we go left and then try to come up through this door and or this way. Yeah, left first is what we want, not right. See, it is damp. Like rainwater and stuff drip down here. It's just not what I would expect. It's fine though. Locked. Locked. Okay, so that's a dead end. Not super surprising. Let's go over here. There's gonna be a dead end and a blockage, like or a door we have to open or leave, whichever. And then same thing over here, depending. This is a thing too, possibly. If we can open this door, we might be able to get into the hospital in the basement of the hospital, where currently it's barred from the other side. So maybe that's how we end up doing that. I don't know. Okay, where does this T? Oh, goes more toward. I don't expect this door to be open, but it might. Let's see. It is not. This. Yeah. This is gonna go to the basement of the hospital, I bet. Bro. Okay. Although it's always possible the door is locked and I won't be able to get in there. We'll see. Basement of the hospital, baby. This is going to be probably haunted. This is probably where the main haunting is. I don't know. Really don't know, obviously. Janitor's closet. Oh, the janitor's closet goes to the sewer, huh? That's not... Okay. No, hospital map. There we go. Basement. Where is the janitor's closet? Probably storage. 1. Stairs 2. 3. Elevator. 4. Electric control room. 5. Mortuary. Jeez. Gotta say, I'm not exactly a fan of... Is the morgue? Wait. Shut the morgue. Hang on. Storage. Electrical room, yeah. Electrical room first, maybe, if we can. Hang on, can I open this then? Oops, hang on. Unlock. Oh, it's bolted. Oh, there we go. Now it's open. Anything with the power here? I might not ever be able to do anything with the power, even though I'm in the electrical room. try. Is this going to let me pull? Did that do anything? Other than make a loud, engaging noise? Bro, I don't know. I don't know. Storage is already open. That's probably not a good sign. Hammer? Probably use that for sure. I'm trying to remember. I think there was some place that said... Oh, yeah. Pulling up floorboards at Bernard's. And I needed something like a pry bar or a hammer like that might work. So I might be able to use that at Bernard's to... I don't see anything else in here, though. Is that it? Just the one hammer, huh? I mean, it's something more. Okay. Bro, am I really going to go in the morgue? I'm here. Okay, looks like we're not messing with any of the body trays or anything. That's good. Stephen Moss, this was the PI. Damn, bro. Briefcase key. BH. You're not sure what that's about, but more with Stephen Moss. I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion, sort of a birthday gift for her. In that puzzle, Sophia was to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, will point to her the location of her gift. I thought that was a neat idea. Sophia's favorite places: Anne's courtyard Inn and Suites, bridge over the stream by the gate entrance, post office. Why would someone like the post office, and where can I find Matthew's favorite places? Oh, that was April 16th, 97. April 20th. I received an anonymous message this morning. It claimed that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I've had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. April 26th. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman. They've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. April 29th. I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. I can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message, I said I would find something in the house. Today I received a key in the mail with the initials BH. Does it stand for Bernard's house? 4:30. I've searched everywhere and read all of Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, or simply that I'm thinking too much. But would he have really killed Vivian? There's something else about his entries that just makes me pause and wonder if he was indeed a murderer. I photographed all the pages. Is that what's over here then? Are his photographs? Bro, haunted hospital. I really don't like being in the morgue of the haunted hospital. All right. Not gonna look through these. Of course, we can look in the ancient records thing elsewhere, so that's, I guess, fine. Just this one. Nothing. This does not open. Okay. I don't see anything else in here to get. Like I said, these were not even trying to open. It's not there. I guess I should just look at my inventory and see. There's this. BH. This is a briefcase key. I don't remember if Moz had a briefcase in his car. But I do remember somewhere there was a briefcase that we had not opened. So there's that. Like I said, this can pull up boards at Bernard's maybe. And we don't know what the number on this is, but I don't know the number, I should say. I don't know what the number is. What's going to be fastest? Going out the hospital along the streets up above or going through the sewers? We do have more in the sewers I want to investigate anyway. Let's go back to the sewers. We'll go, trying to think. We'll go to the what would it be? The east part of town, I guess? Yeah, cannot go that way. Back to the sewer map. So coming out from here, we came to the T here now. No, that was the lock. So then this, so we want to go to the left. Because this is all locked up, right? I tried the door, I'm pretty sure, right? I know I'll just leave it. I'm pretty sure I've done it this way. That's locked. That's locked as well. Okay. That's what I thought, just double check. So we go this way. Excuse me. Yeah, postal we cannot get into. So we'll keep going past this junction. And then we could try these other places. We could try Silver Lake Boulevard entrance, which probably is blocked off, but we'll see. And then we have, if we can get through these doors, we could potentially come over here and or to the Trinity Church. This could enter the basement of the Trinity Church that we could not get to otherwise. Anyway, so we'll go past this and then see. We'll go first left and then left again if we can get past these gates, and then right. That's where we were, so we're going past there. Here before this. Yeah, I don't think we can go do anything with anything over here, but let's see. Yeah, it's not looking like it. Okay. Wait, am I going the right way? From here I came. Yeah, I went to the left, so it's over here. Yeah, this way. Bolted. On the other side. I see. Okay. Well, now that we're as far as we are in the source, let's just go back. This way. Then to the left, right? Up here. To the... yeah. Actually, I'm not sure at this point. It doesn't really match, but I think it's here. Yeah, then this, right? Yeah. This is like back at the place near the Roberts mansion, just down the stairs a little bit from it. Alright. So, I can go to Bernard's. Again, try to pry up the boards if we can. Bloody knife achievement. Serrated blade, there's dried blood stains on it. Bro. I mean, not like you couldn't tell there was blood from the stains on the top of the board, but you know, there you go. Still don't know on the darts. So we've used that. We have another that looks like it's BH. Likely it will open this, right? You have another dartboard for me here, bro? Probably not. Nope, nothing there. Okay, here's another journal. Day 1. The hospital gave me these pills. They're supposed to help fight depression. Day 2. I feel a slight dizziness. Might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3. The dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. Day 5. It's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. Yeah, he caught feels for Vivian. Could put him in a jealous rage at some point and get him to kill her or other people. It's possible. Day 8. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Day 11. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Day 12. Now I know that my dizziness comes from those pills. Day 20. The pills. They don't seem to work anymore. It doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet. Who, the doctor? Or is she talking about somebody else? That guy. 32. I stopped taking the medication. Doesn't sound like a good idea, but I guess you do you, bro. Well, he doesn't like her anymore. January 12th, 1995. I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. January 18th. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. February 5th. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggles she's faced with, her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes, I would give her some suggestions when she asked what she should do. Other times, she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly, I'm just happy to be with her. February 22nd. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversations. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. March 17th. Sometimes, when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him, and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. They then entered the apartment together. Who is he? May 12th. This is the 6th time I've followed Vivian. After she went into the building with a guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? May 29th. I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the hell is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. There's the truth. He's not upset she's having an affair. He's upset that she's having an affair with somebody besides him. Bro is unrequited love. Okay. Okay. So that is that. Oh, these are already open? Oh yeah. Right, because this is the room with the floorboards, right? No, this is the room I unlocked. Strange that those are open. I guess if there was P.I. Moss was poking around, if he managed to get in this room, maybe he would have done that. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so we don't have everything from Bernard yet either. And I don't see any additional darts or dartboards or pictures, so I don't know what to make of some of that stuff. Briefcase key, yeah. We still have this also we could use, I guess, at some other point. Okay. Let's see if there's a briefcase in P.I. Moss's car. I remember seeing a briefcase somewhere, like I said, I just don't know. I don't remember where exactly I found it. Not here. Oh. Right. His car is the one in front of the inn. That other car, I think, had some stuff, but it's not Moss's car, I think. I think this is his car. I forgot about that. And it might be here or inside the inn. Yeah, there might be briefcase inside his room where he was. I don't remember. totally different dart game. So and Bernard's note says to use the total of both. So what I want to do, I think, is let's see, take notes on this. Okay, so the totals from the in were that from the photo, yellow. See if I can. So yellow is 7 and 2, 9. So 9 more. Red. Jeez, really? That's triple. Instead of double points, that's triple on the inner circle. So that's 20 times 3 is 60. Plus 36 from the 18. So 60. I'm just going to put this for now. 36. Plus. And the bullseye is 50, right? I think that's right. Okay. So we're looking at 110, 146, 56, 66, 172 if we're adding all of them. So 172, we're subtracting yellow from red. 39. That's 161, or 163, I mean. 133? Is that right? I don't know if I've done that right. Let me see. So we got here. Got 18 times 2 is 36. Bullseye should be 50, I think. I'll have to double check. I think the bullseye is 50. And then 20, and it's a triple ring, so that's 60. So that's right. 36, 50, and 60. Plus what there had been before was 26. So 26 and 36, 62, 122, 172. Yeah. So red is added correctly. What's yellow? Is 7 and 2 is 9. Right? Yeah, it's on the 2 spot. 7 and 2 is 9. Okay. It was 30 before because it was on the 15, but it was double. It's 39. So make sure I'm not making a mistake here. Let me add all these up. So 39, 30 plus 9, that's, I don't need to add that obviously. 26 plus 60 plus 36 plus 50. Yeah, 172 minus 72 minus 39. 33. Yeah, so 133, unless there's another dartboard or more dartboards or something. He said total. I don't know if there are more that will show up. So, let's see. Vote for Charles safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. How could I not have thought of that? Call Sheriff James, check his file 7741. How about that? 7741. Sheriff. I guess that's like a phone extension for the police or something. Okay. Andrew Reed. Third degree burns, pneumothorax. Autopsy report. Grand City, Newland on June 9th, 1995 at 0800 hours. 44-year-old white male with burns found at home, pronounced dead at the scene. Third-degree burns found across his body, completely charred over the head, face, neck, and hands. Heavily charred across the front and back of the body, legs, and feet. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade, a small knife. Pneumothorax is a possible cause of death. The body is too burnt to confirm. Punctured lungs with like a switchblade or a small knife, like a knife under the floorboards at Bernard's place, maybe. So Bernard killed Andrew. Why though? Henry Johnson, the doctor, exsanguination. So he also was drained of blood. 61-year-old white male pulled out of car submerged in lake. Victim's lungs did not contain water, which shows that he did not die by drowning. Due to the prolonged submerging of the body in water, the estimated time of death might not be accurate. The estimated time of death is between 12 to 16 days. Top right side of the skull, leaning towards the front and above the right eye, has a wide crack, usually caused by a strong-armed object and strong force. Front torso, face, and back portion of forearms suffer numerous lacerations. Victim most likely succumbed to blood loss before being placed in water. Jeez. Vivian Roberts, also exsanguination. 55-year-old white female found lying in the front of mansion gates, pronounced dead at the scene. 12 centimeter wide and 7 centimeter deep crack found on the right side of the head. Impact caused by strong force with a sharp object. Lacerations on front torso and back sides of both forearms. Victim died from loss of blood. Jeez. Okay. I don't see a reason to close this. We can just leave it open. I think we've done all these, right? We couldn't find this. We couldn't repeat this. Get somebody standing up there. We've already unlocked this. And we've now unlocked that. Yep. So I think we're done with those photos. Okay. Make some good progress. Really good progress, actually. A lot of things are falling together now. Yeah, I don't. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this 0526, but. Okay. Yeah, see, this is not great. Bloody handprint, like finger and thumbprints on glove compartment. That's not awesome. Also interesting, he dropped his wallet in the morgue, which has his driver's license. Oh, I see. This is his PI Union card difference. I see. I was thinking he has driver's license in two places. I was like, what the? Why would you have two of them? I see. What's the next thing, I wonder? Let's see. Near Postal Service. I wonder if we can access this. Postal Service is just over here, right? Wait, it's up here. Near this. Side here, maybe? Near Postal Service. It's on that road, yeah. That's interesting. I don't know how he's thinking you would access that. I don't see anything on the ground or a door trying to enter on the side here. So maybe because he's drawing the sewer version of the map, maybe it's only the door that he drew is only down in the sewer, and not actually over here. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna call it tonight. Alright, thanks for joining me, Silua. Anybody else who was watching, appreciate the support. As always, I will just continue on. Like I said, we made a lot of progress today. A lot of keys and stuff, opening a lot of things. And a lot more notes and stuff too, so pretty cool. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate the support. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great week going forward. Be safe, and I will talk to you next time. Until then, stay awesome. Peace. Poor spider. This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.